This session will show you how to issue a list of the welds of the project and how to monitor the execution of the actions in the operating sequence, fit up, execution, non-destructive tests, and final printing of certificates. Engineering foresees the numbering of the welds per drawing and completes them one by one as per their dimensional and technical characteristics, such as length, bevel, inspection class. This list shall be recorded on an electronic spreadsheet extracted from a CAD design tool. It is automatically loaded into the system, and the applicability of at least one WPS and one non-destructive testing are verified. After the launch of work pack production related to the assembly, the welding is done and the first 4 steps consist of a possible test estimate, the approach of materials for the fit-up, a post-fit-up inspection, and finally the real execution of the weld. During this phase of the process, it is possible to use planning tools which help to provide optimal workload to the teams of welders in accordance with their qualifications and welding planning. As soon as the execution of the welding is completed and registered in the system, the non-destructive testing scheduling tool shows a simulation of the load for each operator. When the operator test plan is ready, certificates are immediately printed to enable filling in and signing on the field, once the necessary checks on the welding have been carried out. Once the data collection relating to the outcome of the weld is completed, it is possible to print a summary certificate detailing the complete history of the weld and its characteristics. During this phase, other reports, useful for carrying out additional manufacturing steps, are produced as release for painting or mechanical completion. To obtain a complete and fluid welding process, it is necessary to set, for each welder, the characteristics of its qualification in terms of thickness, materials, and positions. The same qualification is restricted or accepted for a welder's job on a specific project. It is always necessary to establish what determines the application of a welding procedure specification or other among the ones agreed at the beginning of the project with the customer. Each specification is accompanied by functional rules that are dependent on thickness, diameters, types of joints, bevel, material, and welding position. The system checks the compatibility of the welder's qualifications with welding data after the welder planning or the details of welding execution uploading. The automatic application of a test on a weld is possible in accordance with rigorous rules before starting production. These rules are related to welding characteristics such as thickness, discipline, class of inspection, materials and line class. Once file uploading and engineer approval has taken place, welds are automatically associated with the non-destructive testing provided by the described rules. The system includes the following parameterizable variants so that the welding process may be concluded by contemplating all possible cases of processing, or at least 99%. Issuance of a sub-process of repairing or cutting after the NDT. Extraordinary NDT such as the lamination or beveling test, the back gouging, the post-PWHT and post-pressure test. The cumulative certification of NDT, the consumables monitoring of volumes, welders validity checking of qualifications. In this session we have seen how to automatically obtain a proposal for an applicable welding procedure specification and necessary list of non-destructive tests from a list of projects. The launch into production is used to schedule the teams of welders welding to fit up and those to be executed. It is possible to plan the workloads of NDT operators from the lists of completed welds. The availability of welds with accepted results allows the issuance of final NDT certificates and the welding registry. The system produces statistics on the detected defects in the Welders due register of qualifications based on the history of the executed weldings and NDT outcome weldings executions.